So do not be alarmed, I have not had the baby yet. I just came out of getting a nice massage. I tried to show you guys a bit, but obviously it's dark, so yeah, you couldn't really see anything. But yeah, I got a well-needed massage. I have been attempting to induce my own labor. My doctor tried to do a membrane sweep and she said I was up too high and she couldn't get up far enough. I don't know. Technically she's not my doctor. I think she's just like one of the other nurses, but I'm supposed to see my actual doctor on Monday. So I had to do a membrane sweep. Well, not had to do. I tried to get a membrane sweep done, and yeah, she couldn't reach. So my doctor's gonna try on Monday, and if not, my doctor's actually thinking about inducing, which is something I'm a little bit on the field about. I have had an induction before with Alessandra, my oldest, but for me, I felt like, I don't know, I prefer to go into labor on my own, but my husband does deploy soon, which means not only we're in a time crunch, but for the most part, we don't really have a lot of time to get anything else done. So yeah, so I just got a massage because my body was completely sore and I could not take it anymore. So we'll see how everything goes. Till then, I need to pick up the girls. They have doctor's appointments and probably go home and drink some more water. So I'm finally back home from my doctor's appointment, from my, once again, this is actually my second 38-week appointment because my doctor wanted to physically see me because before this appointment, I just saw one of like the nurse practitioners. So my doctor is planning on inducing me on Wednesday, which makes me extremely nervous. I don't know why. Doctor did, of course, explain to me how everything works. She also did check me today, and last week I was 1 centimeter still, and then today at 38 weeks and 6 days I am 3 centimeters dilated, 75% effaced. She said the head is super low and the body the baby has definitely dropped because my belly is a lot lower. It's measuring at 35 weeks now. So since she planned it on inducing me on Wednesday, and since I'm already pretty dilated, she asked me if I would like her to do a membrane sweep. So she did, and she did the membrane sweep at 3:37, around that time, and it wasn't painful. If anything, it was slightly uncomfortable, like just some slight pressure. The membrane sweep doesn't feel any difference than when I do an exam. It just pretty much felt like she was just kind of pushing around, moving around in there. So since then, since 3:37, with the membrane sweep, I've had more contractions. I was already having them all weekend and all day today before my appointment. A lot of them were pretty intense, and I think the fact that not only I got an exam and then the membrane sweep, they're a lot more intense. I have not started to time them yet. I have never honestly timed them, so I feel like I'm still not really great at it. I do have an app on my phone that obviously I've been using on and off to get an idea of how far apart my contractions are, but for the most part, I wouldn't be surprised if I go into labor tonight. I got a membrane sweep with Ariella, and I believe I got the sweep around 12 noon, and my water broke around 11 at night. So I wouldn't be surprised if either late tonight or early tomorrow morning that I do go into full-blown labor because I am in so much pain. The fact that my belly did drop, I kind of realized that it dropped as well because I wasn't having as much heartburn as I was before, and I felt like the kicks and movements were lower, and obviously I could breathe a lot better, which is always great. And I'm just glad that I've spent this weekend just getting everything prepared. Sorry, the girls are like running about. It's getting about that time, but I'm just so glad that I've been preparing. Actually, me and my husband have been preparing and just getting everything in order, the house cleaned, packing bags for everyone for the hospital, and him and I are just so thankful that we don't have that fear of like him being deployed before the baby arrives. That was a huge major fear for us, and especially for me because I've only ever given birth once by myself, and that was with my very first pregnancy. That ended in the amniotic band syndrome and basically a stillbirth. And since it was that whole situation, they did not want anyone else to be in the room. So that was literally the only time I've ever been in labor by myself. And I felt like that's also part of the reason why I was so afraid about doing it on my own, because it was just bringing back all of those old and painful memories. And this is my husband's first biological child, and I feel like that on top of that, and then him obviously expressing that he's bummed, and him and I talking about it a ton because we didn't want to just brush everything underneath the rug and kind of pretend like it wasn't a possibility that he would be here. It just, I don't know, made everything so much more stressful. So yeah, I'm glad. What is that? It's probably lipstick or a pimple. Anyway, let's update. If my contractions get stronger or my water breaks, I will do an update. Even if I don't go into labor from the membrane sweep and all these contractions, I'm still getting induced on Wednesday. So it's happening this week for sure. Allie, if you could say one thing to the baby, what would it be?
It would be, is it a boy or a girl?
Well, we're going to find out when the baby comes, but what is something that you would want to say to the baby?
I don't know.
Ariella, if you could say something to the baby, what would it be?
I think it'll be a girl.
Okay, what would you say to the baby if it was a girl?
I'll say it is. It's so pretty and so cute. All right. I'm gonna do. It would be a girl, and I would say one day you'll grow up. One day you'll grow up to be a wonderful young woman.
That's great.
I did my duty.
I know you did. Still have my makeup and stuff on. It's 9:54 p.m. So far, I've still been having contractions. They have been 7 minutes apart. They don't feel as painfully intense as they did earlier. So the intensity has died down, but they're still very consistent, and I've been feeling the baby move a ton in between contractions. I know the baby's doing well. I managed to straighten up a little bit more around the house and eat dinner, get the girls all settled in, and I already dropped off their hospital bags to my sisters. That way, come Wednesday, I don't have to worry about anything if this little one does not come after the membrane sweep. I know with Ariella, I think I mentioned already, I didn't even have any signs of labor, and my water didn't even break after membrane sweep until like 11 hours in, and I got my sweep a little after 3. So it's been 6 hours, a little over 6 hours since my membrane sweep. So still lots of contractions, but definitely not as painful as they were. So I'm just going to watch some Netflix, try and get some rest, and stay hydrated and drink lots of water. So I am currently still pregnant. I have still been having lots of contractions, but they have been extremely irregular. Intense, but not close enough. I did lose my mucus plug earlier this afternoon. I believe it was around a little after 12, because I had a lot of cramping, and I went to pee for the billionth time, and I had my mucus plug come out. So that was the first time that's ever happened to me, to be honest, because like I mentioned before with my first, I got induced. And then with Ariella, my water broke, so I didn't say mucus plug, there was fluid. So yeah, that was very interesting, to say the least. It pretty much looked the way that people describe it. Other than that, my mom sent us tons of stuff for the baby from Florida. New more diapers. I have a ton of newborn diapers. A lot are already put out and ready to go for when we bring the baby home. Some are in the diaper bag. I have newborn diapers everywhere at this point. But I figured I'm going to keep this box just in case. You never know, maybe this baby pees and poops a lot and I go through diapers in a snap, and then I'm gonna wish I did have an additional box. So that's gonna be my little safety box. I have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of size 1 diapers, thanks to my mother-in-law and other family members who have bought size 1 diapers. So we are stocked. Like I for sure cannot see us needing any more size 1 diapers. And then I think I only have 1 package of size 2 diapers, and that's a Huggies small, like 32 count from Target. So I didn't want to buy a ton of those until I get rid of some of the diapers I already have, because I'm running out of space. So the good thing about people giving you loads of gifts is that you get everything you need. The con is that sometimes people buy you multiples of the same things, or things that you already have and now that you don't need. So I did return some stuff today, since tomorrow I will be getting induced. So if this little one doesn't come out, it's going to come out tomorrow. So I got some more Abbott Naturals brush and comb combo, and I got some of these little links for the car seat for when the baby gets a little bit older. Some baby proofing stuff, some outlet covers, long sleeve white onesies, little black pant, khaki version, 6 to 9 month little, I guess you can call it like a jogger pant for the baby. Swaddles. Yes, everything is ready for baby. And we are beyond excited. I have nested till I can't nest no more. I think the only thing I need to do besides straighten up our bed, because now I have all these baby stuff all over everywhere, is maybe do a little quick vacuum. I do want to start the dishwasher and maybe eat. I'm gonna eat, take a shower, and try to relax. So when the hospital calls me in the morning, I will be ready to go, and we can just stop somewhere and eat and just chill like Bills. So that's my 38-week pregnancy update, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's so crazy to think that tomorrow we're going to be having a baby, and I'm nervous but super excited, and I can't wait for you guys to join us. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.